Hi, and Assalamualaikum to everyone who are with me today for CTEC live streaming session. My name is Salman, and I am the e-commerce program manager at CTEC. If you are here with me this morning watching this live streaming, can you comment hi, in the comment section just to make sure that you guys are with me this morning? Okay, now you can quickly comment hi first. Okay, so today we have an interesting topic to discuss this morning, which is how can logistics help small businesses during movement control order or MCO. So for today's live session, I invited 3 panels from the logistic industry itself. They are Mr. Tommy Yong, co-founder of iStore iSend, Mr. Herrey Badrun, co-founder MatDespatch and Delyva, Mr. Fariz Maswan, Sales and Partnership Manager of Ninja Van. So all three of them will be with me this morning to discuss a little bit on the topic, how can logistics help small businesses during MCO? Okay, if you just come to our live, so we were starting now, today's session, our second live streaming session today. Okay, but before we start, let's invite our panelists one by one to the screen. Can we first invite Mr. Tommy?
Okay.
Hi. Morning, everyone. Hi. Good morning, Tommy. Thanks for spending your time this morning with us. Okay.
Thank you.
Tommy, can you share a little bit about you and also maybe your company background?
Hi. Yep. Morning, everyone. My name is Tommy. We are from iStore, iSend. So iStore iSend is an e-fulfillment service provider for online businesses. We specialize in B2C processing. We do warehousing, storage, pick and pack, and then we also pass it on to the last mile. So we are the back-end guys for the e-commerce. Yep. Thank you.
So basically, iStore iSend is a fulfillment center. You are part of the logistics. So they are part of the logistic company. And next we have Mr. Herrey bin Badrun, co-founder of MatDespatch and Delyva. Can we invite him to the screen? Okay. Yep. Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, Herrey.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Yes. How are you?
Very good. My name is Herrey, co-founder MatDespatch and Delyva. So MatDespatch is an online on-demand delivery platform which we crowdsource our delivery partner, and also Delyva is our online aggregator platform. We aggregate courier service on single platform. It's a all-in-one shipping platform for all the e-commerce merchant.
Yep. Okay, so thank you, Herrey. So basically, just to recap what Herrey just informed us, that MatDespatch is on-demand logistics, and also Delyva is one of the platform for you to look for logistic services.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Next one we have is Mr. Fariz Maswan, Sales and Partnership Manager of Ninja Van. Can we invite him to the screen together? Okay, yes. Good morning, Fariz.
Hey everyone. Morning, Saman, Tommy.
Okay, Fariz. Now, share with us a little bit about you and also your background, the company background.
Yeah, so Ninja Van is a tech-enabled express logistics company. So we provide services, hassle-free services to deliver parcels for businesses of various sizes and across Southeast Asia. So I've been with Ninja Van for about 4.5 years, just short of 5 years. So Ninja Van has been in Malaysia for about 5 years now, and serving the SMEs market so far. Yep.
Okay, yep, all right. Thank you, Tommy, Herrey, and also Fariz for joining us today. So once again, I would like to welcome all our panelists to CTEC live streaming. Okay, before we start with our discussion, if you look at the topic, how can logistics help small businesses during movement control order, MCO? We understand that small businesses are the ones who are mostly affected during COVID-19 period because they normally operate their businesses in their neighborhood area. So they are used to do business face-to-face with their customers, but during this period of MCO, they are having difficulties operating their business. And for many of them, transporting or sending their products from one place to another, can be a nightmare. It can be stressful, costly, and also can pose a significant risk to their business and reputation. That's where logistics come to the rescue, right? Okay, for those who just joined our live streaming session, we are having 3 panelists from the logistic industry today, and we are discussing how can logistics help small businesses during movement control order. Okay, feel free to ask anything from our Facebook page. You can just drop a question in the comment section. Okay, right. Without further ado, I'm going to throw the first question. So how we are going to do this is I'm going to give them a question, and then they will answer it. They can share their opinion one by one. Maybe starting from Tommy, and then Herrey, and also Fariz. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, so the first question that we are going to discuss today is, as all of you may know, e-commerce logistics is one of the frontliners during COVID-19 because they are facing this, customers sending products and all. Could you share with us what is the current situation of logistics, during MCO period, and what are the challenges that logistics are facing right now, in this period? We can start with Tommy first. Maybe you can share what do you think about it.
Sure. So what we are doing in the logistics chain is what we call the middle mile. We do the warehousing part before passing on to the last mile. So we are still considered part of the essential services. Our problems are, or the difficulty that we face compared to the last miles are a little bit different. So we have to process the orders that are coming in now. So actually we noticed that there are more people buying online now with the MCO. So a lot of them are first-time buyers. So we also have to make sure that the orders are being processed in a timely manner. So one of the problems that we face is, of course, practicing safe distancing in the warehouse, right? Because there will be people running in a warehouse. We have to be able to run try to maintain the same SLA, but with a lesser amount of people, so that there are proper distancing between the workers in the warehouse, right? And that will also be a problem because with the order increase, and yet with a more tighter control on the workforce, trying to maintain the same SLA, it's definitely a challenge. And of course, we also take a lot of precaution now into how we process our items. Like before the items are even outbound, we do a cleaning, wipe down, make sure that everything is okay. The workers coming into the warehouse has to be temperature scanned every day, and also they have to wear the proper protective gears before they're even able to go out in. In fact, when they go out but when they take a break and rest, also they have to make sure that they're clean even after resting and all, so that to ensure that their working environment is clean. We actually sanitize the warehouse at least twice a week. This is what we're trying to do, which is actually an additional cost to running the business. But at the same time, we believe that this is something that that is required. If not, then to create confidence in people that are buying online. Yep. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Tommy, for sharing with us about your challenges. I mean, iStore, iSend challenges. Okay, and then what about Ninja Van? Can you share with us your current situation now, and also what's the challenges? Okay.
I think I echo Tommy's opinion on the challenges, right? So since MCO started, we have seen rapid growth in terms of numbers of parcels that goes through Ninja Van, the warehouse. I think this is due to the fact that a lot of people are at home now, so they tend to purchase things online. So the rapid growth, so like what Tommy said, Ninja Van also start to minimize our manpower within the team. This is also to ensure the safe social distancing that we have to practice at the moment. Because of this, I think efficiency is the key. So with the strong ops, we think that we have to balance the increasing of demand in terms of us processing the parcels and with the capacity that we have. So we have split the team into a few shifts in terms of warehousing. So like what Tommy said, we also practice the same hygiene. We practice sanitizing the warehouse, the parcels before and after we receive. Also with our fleet, those people who are actually delivering the parcels, we also provide facial masks, gloves, as well as sanitizers for them to be safe during the when they perform the delivery. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Fariz, for sharing with us. But what about Mr. Herrey from MatDespatch and also Delyva? What is your challenges during this period of MCO?
I think similar like Fariz and Tommy, we do facing these limitations so-called in our daily operation, which we need to abide to the current safety practice just to make sure that we didn't, expose the risk of this COVID to our team and also to our customer. So basically, on our side, we prepare all the necessary PPE for our last mile courier partner, and also practicing all the safety distance kind of thing. Another challenges that we see on day-to-day basis is the now we saw a lot of road closure, roadblock, that kind of thing, which we need to plan in advance. Means that all the information sharing by the authority we share with our team just to make sure that we fulfill all the SLA accordingly. So that's such of challenges, but we need having said that, all these things we need to follow just to make sure it's for general benefit when it comes to this COVID-19.
Okay, thank you, Herrey. Okay, by the way, I just have a question. Like, okay, especially for on-demand delivery, because now I saw on Facebook like a lot of people are, not a lot of people, but some of them are sending illegal stuff. Using courier services. So, I mean, what do you think about it? Like, how do you actually take care of those situation, especially when involving on-demand? Because your rider is carrying all this, they don't know what is inside the box, and but suddenly when roadblocks, they are, can you just share a bit with us?
So basically, there's some people are taking advantage of this on-demand provider. Since all the movement are limited, they are utilizing all these on-demand provider to sending out their properly illegal goods. For us, we have standard operating procedure where our courier partner, all our courier partner will cooperate with all the authority in case there are requirement for opening any of the items or checking or their bag, that kind of thing. So as far as protection against the rider is whatever item declared by the sender or the shipper will be used against whatever authority are asking to us. So we will cooperate with the authority in case this kind of thing happen, which we will provide all the information related to the sender or shipper of this illegal item, should there's any case. So far on our operation, there's no such cases. All of them is legally item.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Thanks, Herrey. So, yeah, guys, please do not send any illegal items through the courier services. Okay, for those who just joined our live streaming session, we are having 3 panelists from the logistic industry today. Mr. Tommy from iStore, iSend, they are fulfillment center. And also we have Mr. Herrey Badrun from MatDespatch and Delyva on-demand delivery. And also we have one more, Mr. Fariz Maswan from Ninja Van, last mile delivery. So, yep. Feel free to drop a hi in the comment section. Also, just if you have any question to ask, we will answer the question towards the end of the session. Okay. So I'm going to throw a next question to our panelists. Is like, for now, what do you think? What type of industry that should take advantage of e-commerce, logistics, and how can small businesses be part of it? Okay. Can we have maybe Mr. Fariz first to answer this question?
Yeah, I think okay. So I think every industry should take advantage of the current situation. I mean, from the core industry themselves, when we talk about logistics, right? So the provider of logistics services, but I think the supporting partners also should take advantage. People like iStore, iSend, the e-fulfillment centers. I think these are also part of logistics. But if you go upstream, right, people who are actually providing services in terms of, we call them the enablers. So they provide services where they help people go from offline to online. I think these are people that should be able to take advantage of this current situation. Just last 2 weeks, right, we've seen an increased number of big brands, international brands that don't have any e-commerce presence previously. So they started to realize that if this MCO were to continue, they would have to do something, because otherwise it's dead stock in their retail outlets, right? So they started to engage with us as a last mile delivery partner, but they also engage with us in terms of connecting them with all the other fringe businesses. So enablers of e-commerce website, shopping cart, as well as even e-fulfillment centers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Fariz. So, meaning that not only small businesses are affected by COVID-19, even the big businesses that are not yet going to e-commerce, they are also now moving to e-commerce. Okay, what about Tommy? Do you have anything to say on this topic?
Sure. For this, I think we also sharing the same sentiment as what Harry said. Basically, a lot of companies or clients are actually asking how to get online now. So not just the big brand owners. We actually help big brand owners to get online. We help them to manage their, not only just the fulfillment part, we actually help them to manage their Lazada and Shopee stores as well. So we're actually an enabler for online as well. But we'll see an increase, not only just for brand owners or big brand owners. We see a very big increase by the SMEs. So a lot of them are actually exploring how to do online. In fact, I think they should actually take advantage of this current situation and go online. So just to share a story, there was this client that we know of. Basically, they are pure offline, and somehow they managed to find a digital marketing agency that helped them to do some of the digital promotions online. And boom, over just one day, their online orders went up to a few thousand, right? I think people are still willing to spend, right? So they had a problem. They can't fulfill. It's already been 2 weeks, I think. The 5,000 orders are not even completed yet. I think halfway through only. So this is just to share that, I think small businesses should actually take advantage of this and make sure that they are able to cope. Actually, the demand is still there. I just think that people's preference to buy has really shifting from offline to online. So having the logistic chain to be able to support this demand is actually great. And especially during this time when offline retail can't do anything, I actually have clients that actually say that it's purely because of online existence that they are able to cushion the blow that they are facing now due to their closure of the offline.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy, for your great explanation on your thoughts. What about on the perspective of on-demand delivery? Which how can small businesses be part of it? Can I get Herrey to share?
Previously, before MCO, for MatDespatch, in case of MatDespatch, we do a lot of this offices delivery. But since MCO taking over, there's a drop in the volume of these offices since they are shutting down, right? So basically, the next category in search now on our daily operation is the essential item, grocery, food. There's a lot of opportunity here actually because people are very limited to go outside to get whatever they wanted on daily basis. So the small businesses should take this advantage by offering all these products, going online, selling e-commerce, right? So we, as a on-demand service provider, can support you to deliver to your customer. So basically, it's a good time for these small businesses to go to e-commerce. Basically, we saw a tremendous surge in this essential goods and grocery item.
Okay, so from the on-demand side, they think the F&B, because normally those who are small business, they are operate in their neighborhood, like I said before. So they should take advantage of on-demand delivery because maybe they don't have the the structure of online business yet, but they can take advantage of the on-demand delivery where people order, they can straight away send it to their customer. Okay, so we just finished with our second question. Okay, for those who just joined our live streaming session, you can comment hi. So to make sure that you are following me right now in our CTech live streaming session. And we are now discussing on how can logistics help small businesses during movement control order, MCO. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How can logistics help small businesses owner to reach to more customers and improve their sales? And how do you suggest them to adopt in logistics into their business? Okay, so I'm going to repeat again. How can logistics help small business owner to reach to more customers and improve their sales? And how do you suggest them to adopt logistics into their business? Okay, let's go. Let's start with Fariz first. Yes, Fariz.
Yeah. So I think with Ninja Van, we have coverage of 100% coverage to Peninsular Malaysia. And then part of the offering that we have in Ninja Van is also the COD service, so cash on delivery. So in terms of SMEs, last time, right, most of them when they sell online, it's just to help their offline store. So online, it's maybe like 20% of their sales to supplement their offline businesses. But with logistics such as Ninja Van, what we can do is we can extend their reach of customers throughout whole of Peninsular Malaysia. And then for customers who are first time buying, or if SMEs who has not the brand is not really have a very strong presence, so sometimes the customer has trust issues in purchasing their items. So what we offer is a COD service. The cash on delivery service is available for all Ninja Van customers. So what we can do is we can the SMEs, they can just send the item first, and we Ninja Van will help collect the cash on during the delivery. So instead of customers have to pay when they purchase the item, so having issues with the brand, not trusting the brand. So what we can do is we can help collect the cash on behalf of the shipper. So this would increase the number of sales and improve the sales that through online for this SME. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Fariz, for sharing with us. What about Tommy? How can they reach to more customers and and improve their sales during this period? And how do you suggest them adopt to logistics into their business?
Okay. I think in this time when you're doing online, I think there's many channels of sales to do online. So don't limit yourself to just one channel, even for online. So you can actually do Facebook selling, Instagram selling. You can even do selling on Shopee, Lazada, Zalora, the standard marketplaces. So try to keep your options open. Don't just sell on one. So this will actually increase more to do it on a more customers base. You can even do selling via WhatsApp. It's just how to sell online, right? So to reach to more people, because everybody has their own preference that they like to see, either Facebook, WhatsApp, or even Instagram, or even shop on the marketplaces, right? So we are integrated with most of the platform out there. So meaning we help you all to help the sellers to manage the orders, so that they can keep track of all the orders that are coming in. They don't need to worry I'm not doing on Facebook. If I sell on Instagram, we're not able to keep track of my orders. If I sell on Lazada, then am I able to manage my stocks properly? I only have so little stocks. I only have this particular item. I only have 2 or 3. So how if I want to sell everywhere, how do I manage this? So we already have this type of solution where we can help you to do that. So because the system is integrated, you don't really worry about how the stocks are allocated and all. And this actually will improve your sales, because I think one of the key part is about online is having to free up, or to having a centralized inventory where you can sell anywhere without being tied to one store. So physically, for example, if you have 2 or 3 stores, right? To stock up the 2 or 3 stores, you have to split your goods between 2 or 3 locations, and that reduces or that increases the risk of stop moving, right? So this is where you try to see what we can do on the stock side, on the management side as well, to make sure that you're actually selling what you have without overstocking, or you're not even sure that you should have this item. Just to share, a lot of SMEs that we handle with before they use e-fulfillment, right? They always have a problem of stocks that they don't know actually exist, right? So things that could have been around in their office for a year, they don't know that there's still remaining stocks. So end up they can't sell the stock. So this is not just particularly for MCO; it's also pre-MCO. But during this time now, it's even more it's a bit more severe, and also because. Once when you do online, I think what happens is how the small business owners are able to even do more is actually you still be able to run your business online, right? And you still be able to cope with the demand. I think one of the things that just the previous example that I say was sometimes a lot of small business owners do not know how to handle the spike for online, right? So then you spend money doing marketing and you have really got so many orders, or your sales was doing not bad, but you can't fulfill. And if you can't fulfill, that's also a problem. At the end of the day, people request for refunds, returns, and then it will still relay that to bad sales. So having a strong supply chain or logistics, not just warehousing, also down to the last mile that they're able to deliver on time or deliver within the stipulated time, it helps your business as well, from building a reputation and also the SLA.
Okay, thank you, Tommy, for sharing. So basically, from what Tommy shared, meaning that if you are a small business, if you have a product, if you can't fulfill, you can't send it to people, then there'll be a problem for you also, because you are holding a lot of stocks. So that's why you need to adopt into logistics into your business. Whether you are using fulfillment center, you are using on-demand delivery, or you're using last mile delivery, there are a lot of options for you, right? Okay. So next, let's hear from Fariz about this question. How can logistics help small business owner to reach to more customers and improve their sales? And how do you suggest them to adopt logistics into their business?
I think you meant you, Herrey.
Sorry,
Yes.
I mean,
No, it's okay. So basically, in our case, we do engage with these micro SMEs, right? The main some main problem they are facing is they want to do everything by themselves, right? They don't want to outsource this all these back office things. What we advise is they should take opportunity of this MCO period to test all the logistic provider out there. You should outsource all your activity regarding the logistic, the first mile, the fulfillment, the last mile, right? So you can focus on your sales, your marketing, your product sourcing. So the result will be better, because all the logistic, when we hand over to all the logistic provider out there, they are doing this at their core activity, so they can maintain the service for you, for these small businesses, right? So small businesses should focus on sales, onboarding all the e-commerce opportunity out there, engaging with the e-commerce enabler if they don't know how to for start, right? So this is the role that logistic player can do, right? Because all the logistic player have the resource to maintain their SLA.
okay. So thank you, Herrey. I think I'm confused because all of them are wearing specs, so they look the same, through the camera. So yeah, sorry guys about that. But anyway, so so technically now is the right time for you. If you're a small business owner, if you are running a business, previously you can sell it to your friend, your customer comes to you, but now if you are not online, you are not visible, they don't know where to find you. Okay, so make sure you use the free free tools like Facebook page, Facebook Marketplace. You can sell for WhatsApp, Instagram, and then only you adopt to a logistics service for you. It's easy for you to deliver your products. Okay. So for let's I think now we can answer some questions. I saw a lot of questions coming in to our Facebook comment. Can we select one? I think that is relevant, to just show it to them, so maybe we can help to answer their curiosity. Okay, by the way, for those who just joined our live streaming session, we're having 3 panelists today from the logistic industry. We have from iStore, iSend, we have Herrey from MatDespatch, and also Fariz from Ninja Van. Okay, so can we select the first question? Okay, would like to ask all whether they have a plan to use electric vehicle for delivery, especially electric scooter. I know the cost is higher comparing to combustion bike, but there are a lot of benefits using electric vehicle. Environment is one of main key benefit. There are so much publicity globally on the benefits of using electric vehicle. So yeah, guys, electric vehicle, what do you guys think for delivering products? Anyone can answer this. You can share your thoughts on this question.
I think using this electric scooter definitely good for the environment, where we reduce the carbon footprint. For us, it's a crowdsourced platform, so the fleet our crowdsource partner using is their own fleet. So if this is one option, means that if the using of the electric scooter is how to say, more benefit to them, more cost effective to them, I would say the adoption will be higher. It's just matter of which is good for them in terms of the cost running the delivery.
Okay. So I think of course we cannot answer this question directly because we are also not
Yes.
sure like how we want to, but sooner or later we are moving towards that. Now if you look like globally, people are start using electric vehicles or like Tesla cars and all this. So in a way, we will start using electric vehicle, but it's just a matter of time. We don't know when we're going to implement this. I mean, when they are going to implement this in one of their fleet. Okay. Yeah. So let's continue with our next question. How has the role of logistics evolved for the past 2 years and now during MCO? What kinds of initiatives introduced by the logistics companies to support small businesses, especially during MCO period? Can we have Herrey first to share on this?
Okay, so basically for past 2 years, what I can say is due to the e-commerce, the innovation in e-commerce, the offering in e-commerce from web to mobile, so many channel, right, is pushing this logistic provider to be a part to whatever offering in the e-commerce. Means that now logistic provider need to make sure that all the items are visible to the customer, to the sender, and also everything the experience should be seamless from purchasing until to the delivery. All the notification are received by the related party. All the trace is available at the point they need it, right? So basically, a lot of changes means that we as a provider are catering this e-commerce requirement to our daily operation. So during the MCO, we do have some customer, just to share with you, we do have some customer who are affected. Basically, they are brick and mortar, totally offline. When this MCO happened, they cannot sell their item. Then we started this project, we call it the MatDespatch, which is the online e-commerce marketplace for our customer, where we onboard them as a vendor now. We are selling their product, helping they are selling their product during this MCO time, and we using our crowdsource fleet to deliver to the customer. So that one of our initiative during this MCO.
Okay, thank you, Herrey. So, what about Ninja Van? Any initiative that you initiated by Ninja Van during this MCO to support, especially the small businesses, and also how has the role evolved over the past 2 years?
Yeah, I think if I remember when I joined Ninja Van 4.5 years ago, so I came from Singapore, and then I came back from Singapore. So when I was in Singapore, e-commerce was really a very big thing in Singapore and Hong Kong, right? Then when I came back to Malaysia, that's when I see the e-commerce.
Oh, I think there's some internet connection. I thought. Okay, anyway, later we will get back to Fariz later on this. Tommy, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so I mean, maybe I could just step in for a while. Actually, iStore iSend has been around for quite a long time, right? We even before the marketplace, when people were still selling on forums, right? I think if you all can remember, like 10 years ago, people selling on Laoyat forum, doing online sales. So we've been around since that time. So we've seen the evolution from way past beyond that 2 years, right? So these 2 years, we see that the marketplace actually is getting traction. But another thing is that these 2 years, Facebook selling has also been getting a lot of traction. So logistics has to evolve from serving different type of client pool, right? So what we mean is, the traditional logistics are more the B2B, doing for bulk delivery, and now logistics has to do for B2C, direct to consumer or door to door, right? So even the processing methods gets a little bit different. Last time you ship out in pallets and cartons. Now you ship out in single pieces. But even this now is more people are getting more. The way that they do the online sales is to evolve. So it's not just selling one particular item. You could have free gifts along, insertions just to grow your business. So that changes as well. And also certain industries will also be adopting on-demand delivery so that they're able to get where certain products needs to be done point-to-point delivery. So to say that logistics encompasses a lot. It's just not just a simple put item warehouse, pass to last mile deliver. There's many different types of services in the logistics chain where, depending on what client requires, we'll try to serve it. So what I think one of the initiatives that we have launched, or actually I have been doing it even past before MCO, is we are very SME friendly. Actually, majority of our business clients are actually SME businesses. So what we do is we are a pay-per-use basis, right? So the outsource part is basically helping small business to be able to actually very important is cash flow, right? So meaning if you pay per use, you're not tied down by a fixed monthly operation fee. Basically, it's flexible. If you use less, you pay less. If you use more, you sell more, you pay more. So this helps the SMEs be able to plan and grow their business without being tied down by fixed head costs where they may be tied down. So, for example, if let's say your business is bad and you already have a bunch of people that you're hiring, right? In this time, you might most probably let them go, right? But if it's more the pay per use or flexible, then like also much different say where it's outsourced, right? You don't get burdened by that fixed cost. You're just paying whenever there's sales. You don't mind paying because there is sales. So this is what we I think the logistics has evolved rather than doing it on a larger scale. Has been now on a smaller scale where we support the SMEs businesses. Right, either and we support a wide range of items, not just FMCGs. We support health and beauty, fashion, essential, non-essentials. The list does go on. So it's a pretty long list. As long as you think that there's something you can sell legally, yeah, there should be someone that will be able to do it and provide for you.
Okay, thank you, Tommy, for sharing us. While we are waiting for Fariz to join in again, so let's look at the questions that have been asking in the Facebook comment. Okay, if you look at the screen, I think this one maybe Herrey, you can have a look. Do you screen the riders' delivery personnel daily? Do you?
Okay, so basically, what happened is before they are onboarding, we are checking all these the legal requirement for onboarding to our platform, which is all the IC, the license, the road tax, that kind of thing. So during this MCO, there's a requirement to make sure that our operator are at the best health position, right, to do all the tasks. So basically, we do have supervisor to inspect this rider at our point, just to make sure that none of the unhealthy rider to do all the tasks. So basically, we do enforce. This is critical for us to check on daily basis. We don't want our operation expose the risk of COVID-19 to our customer.
Okay, so Karen, to answer your question, yes, they did screen all the riders, to make sure, especially during this COVID. I think they also they have some precautions, using hand sanitizers and all this.
Yes.
Question from the same lady, Karen. How are you coping with the increase in demand? I think now is the right time. The demand of logistics is increasing, but how are you guys coping with the increase of demand?
I think maybe for us, there is an increase in demand, but there are also certain rules that set down by the government that we have to adhere to. For example, operating hours, right? So, last time when there's demand, we can operate 24 hours. Now we can't. Things have to be closed by 8, like it or not, or in fact earlier because they need to get home by 8, right? So also trying to increase manpower is also helpful, but maybe just to also reply back to the previous question, right? So actually, the people working on the front line are as concerned of their own health, right? So it's not like they're not, I just want to work. No, they're actually very concerned that every day or at any time they can actually, for us in the warehouse, right? What I heard is there could be people every day before they go out, they actually want to do a temperature check. So some of them, like every 2-3 hours, they actually go and, hey, can I have a temperature check, right? So they're actually more concerned than what what people think that they're like. They're very, very concerned. They would ask for other than face masks, hand sanitizer, gloves. They will also ask for other protective gear that they feel more comfortable doing their job. Because like it or not, I mean, employees matters, right? And they're actually serving the nation on the front line. So they're very, very careful. So with this, with the increase in demand, we also hope that everybody understand that there could be some delays because everybody's trying to take the extra precaution to make sure, like for example, we take more steps now before passing the parcel to the last mile or even to the riders, where we make sure that it's properly clean and wiped down, right? So that takes extra time. It's not like just a pass and go. So there will be some efficiency drop, but we try to maintain it as much as possible. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Tommy. Okay, so now I think Fariz is back with us. Okay, Fariz, are you okay? Good?
Yep.
Okay, so before we go back to the question that you are discussing just now, I have another question for you. COD, any amount on the limit? Is there any because you said just now you can do like cash on delivery services, Ninja Van, but is there any limit to it? Any numbers that you put a cap?
Yeah, so each COD amount per parcel, we limit at 2,000 ringgit.
So you can actually send like a handphone and then you can pay 2,000 ringgit cash on the spot, is it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so Deborah Lim, to answer your question, yes, maximum of 2,000 ringgit. Okay, so let's go back to the question, to the discussion. Because just now you are stuck. We said you came back from Singapore. Yes, you can continue that part.
So initially when how SME operates is basically for last mile delivery. If let's say they were to engage with Ninja Van, it's only to do their last mile delivery, right? Then after that, if they were to source for items from overseas or from even local suppliers, they would engage with another third party. So I think what has changed and the initiative we have introduced is basically we try to understand the whole logistics supply chain for a customer. So we now also offer, we have a few new business unit in Ninja Van that also to help SMEs. So one of it is Ninja Direct, where we actually offers buy for you service or ship for you service. So if they were to source their items from China or from Vietnam, we can actually do that for them. So we can help them purchase the items from China and then bring it over to them in Malaysia, and then they will do their fulfillment, pick packs, and then we then do the last mile delivery. So that's part of the initiative that we do. We also have another one that we recently, I think we go full blast on media, which is the B2B services. So we are also venturing into the B2B market. So for SMEs, if you have supplies that you actually send to businesses, you have multi-parcels, we can also actually do that.
Yep. Okay, thank you, Fariz, for the explanation. Okay, so I think now is 11:45. Should we answer a few more questions before we go to the last question from me? So let me select one question that I think, okay, from Sammy. Sammy is asking, for essential products like frozen food or meat, how the logistic provider can help in terms of the deliveries. Anyone can take up this question and we can discuss about this question on the spot. Maybe Ninja Van, did you guys send any frozen food or meat?
Not at the moment. So we have yet to build these cold chain services.
Do you know anyone that send over this type of products?
Yeah, we have a few in the market. Well, if you're talking about cross intercity I think there are a few players, but I think mostly for frozen food and meat, I think on demand would be the best option for you because it's a point-to-point delivery, and then the integrity of the packaging would still, integrity of the parcel would still be there.
Yep. Tommy, anything? Or Harry?
So basically, we do this frozen food and meat. For kedai MatDespatch, we do this grocery delivery every day, but within limited area. Even for our customer, should they have require any delivery of this frozen food and meat, there's a requirement, for example, on the packages and also the radius of delivery, because such item are required to be sent within limited window time, right? So we do, but have some limitation on the delivery part.
Okay. Tommy, anything from you? No.
Not really, because we so far we have some inquiries on frozen food and meat, but I think the biggest challenge for this would actually be the delivery part, right? So at the moment now, unless you're willing to pay a premium, but if it's an affordable rate, maybe a point to point would be more faster to implement, because there's still not only just the delivery side, right? So there's also packaging material. Can your item last, and traveling a longer distance to the customer? So these are all still questions that everybody's trying to solve. There are solutions, but it's not cheap. So it's also a cost issue, right? So versus business opportunity.
Yep, I think the F&B products, especially frozen food, they require a bigger, storage system, especially for the logistics company. They need a frozen, fridge or something to store it. And what happened if, when I send it to your house, you are not there? Then where do we keep all the products and all? So there'll be, I think they will soon find out this issue, and then they will implement this. But for now, I think the most relevant is to use on-demand delivery. But like MatDespatch said, there are some limitation to the delivery time also, and the riders. Yep. Okay. I hope that answer your question, Tammy. Okay. Now let's move to our next question. Do you agree that e-commerce have opened up more opportunities for small businesses to increase their sales and deliver their products to their customer more efficiently? Do you agree on that? We can go with Tommy first.
Oh, okay. So yes, I definitely think e-commerce has already opened up more opportunities for business. What e-commerce does is actually leveling the playing field, right? Instead of the traditional approach. So now anybody can sell online, right? So you basically it becomes a more fairer playing field. If it's a traditional point of view, from traditional point of view, is for you to be able to get good business, you might have to go to a shopping center or a location where there's a lot of footfall, right? So that means the rental price is more expensive, right? But now with online, that the physical limitations has been removed, and this creates a more level playing field, and it actually helps a lot of small businesses or SMEs actually grow to their next level. And so I think small business should not be fearful of online. They should take the advantage, because at the end of the day, I think it's just how to get your business out there, rather than having let's say if you're in a physical shopping mall, for you to get a business to be in the shopping mall, or when you're in the shopping mall, you have to still do a lot of advertising to make sure people know where your store is. But for online, you can do a lot of more smaller scale targeted marketing. You actually find the audiences that you want to target. You can actually find customers that you want to target easier, right? And you can do more targeted marketing as well. So maybe let's say you want to target the people from age 25 to 30. Facebook allows you to do that kind of marketing, right? And these are the right audiences that you want them to buy your products. So it has given them more opportunities for SMEs to actually grow their business. In fact, they can even do more niche business to actually acquire the target audiences that you want. And so far, the SMEs that we handle, they have been improving, month on month, year on year, because now, rather than being limited by the physical presence, they're able to sell not just only in the whole of Malaysia, maybe in the Southeast Asia, or even internationally, right? And definitely this has helped them to increase their sales as well.
from you? Okay, sorry. Thank you, Tommy. What about Fariz? Anything from you? Do you agree that e-commerce have opened up more opportunities for small businesses in terms of their increasing their sales and also delivering their products to customer more efficiently?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you talk about e-commerce, like what Tommy said, it's targeted audiences, but also you are actually not limiting yourself to just local customers, right? So your ads could have reached, if you are willing to do regional, you are exploring regional markets, you are actually able to do so with just an e-commerce site, rather than previously if you were to sell in Singapore or Indonesia, you really have to have a physical store. You have to have an agent to help you carry the goods. You have to send all your product there. But now what you can do is you can just advertise, get the demand first before you start selling anything. So I think definitely e-commerce has opened up more opportunities for small businesses. And to deliver the customers more efficiently, I mean, globally, every government is really taking steps into mitigating and managing cross-border services in terms of increasing the de minimis. So previously, if you were to buy something from overseas into Malaysia, you get taxed. You are very scared of tax and everything. But now with government's effort, we know they know that a lot of people are actually buying stuff online. So we have increased the de minimis into a level that I think it's quite reasonable. So you can just purchase anything online. Likewise, SMEs in Malaysia, you can actually sell your products into the region without having to worry so much about tax.
Okay, thank you, Fariz. What about Herrey? Any thoughts from you? Like, I'm sure that you agree that e-commerce have opened up more opportunities, but and delivers efficiently.
Sure. I agree with Thomas and Faris. And the small business should take this opportunity, this MCO period opportunity to onboard the e-commerce. Just to add on, talking about a smaller scope, for example, the hawkers, right? Coming Ramadan, so many people will be affected. Means that the seller will be affected. Now we saw a lot of these, how to say, local authority are promoting this e-bazaar. They should take part of this online opportunity to sell their product. Means that do engage with local authority on how to do this, right? The exposure of the potential of selling their product will be greater than compared to normal bazaar Ramadan, definitely, right? Because e-commerce, everyone accessible to the ordering, right? So do take this opportunity, especially on the small businesses who are affected with this MCO period.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Tommy, Faris, and Herrey for for sharing their thoughts on this question. Do you agree that e-commerce have opened up more opportunities for small businesses to increase sales and deliver to their customer more efficiently? I think during this period, you are forced to go online. You don't have any other way to do your business except online. Yes, you can still run, from you can do it from your home, your house, but in terms of delivering a product, in terms of promoting a product, you still need to go online. So with that being said, let's have a look at the question. I think we can answer a few more questions. I will select a few more questions. We have one from Laila. Do you think there are still small businesses choosing not to operate online and implement logistic in delivering to their customers? Why do you think they are still reluctant? There are some business owners are still, reluctant to start their business online, to start using all these logistic. They prefer to send on their own. Why do you think this is happening to them? Can maybe Faris can answer this.
I think there are still small numbers of small businesses that choose not to operate online. I think the only reason that I can think of is it's just scared of change, because change is definitely not easy. I mean, if you run a small business, right, for about 30 years and you are comfortable with the sales, you are comfortable with how you operate, I think it's very difficult to get them to change. But if you see about growth in the company, I think then you should adopt into what people are buying, because if you see a buying cycle, customers 30 years ago who has been purchasing from you will not be buying from you 30 years in the next 30 years. So that would be a different generation, right? So you definitely need to adapt into the change. So moving online is definitely a must, and logistic is already part of e-commerce. So when you say e-commerce, logistics is just part of it. So you just need to adapt. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Fariz. So I think this we have another question about warehousing. Logistics is delivery, fulfillment, and warehousing. Will any of you offer warehousing facility in central locations to extend services to your customers? As we know that the cost of delivery depends on distance. Hence, mini warehousing in central location allow reach all over Klang Valley, for example, at minimum cost worth considering, guys. Okay, Tommy, do you have any thoughts on this? Because I think you are running something.
Okay, so it's actually an idea that we have thought before, but having warehousing facility in central locations means expensive rent. Right? So that is prime location. Whether or not clients are willing to pay that amount is also a question mark. So that's one of the issues that we face. Second is most of the delivery or last mile service provider do provide next day or next working day delivery. Whether you stay in Penang or whether you stay in Johor, even if the goods are coming from KL, right? In fact, sometimes if the goods are shipped out from KL, you might receive your goods faster in Penang than whether you stay in KL. But this is because due to the demand, right? The demand reason, like for example, because KL Klang Valley already is already accountable for almost more than half of the online sales in Malaysia itself. So whether the supply can cope with the demand. So this one is because of the logistics network in play. So having multiple mini warehouse across the region, it doesn't really matter much in Malaysia, right? But if you're in another country like Indonesia, which we are also in, that matters, right? So like for example, delivering bulky items, then let's say you are in a different island in Indonesia or a different part of Indonesia, then it matters because that delivery within the different islands will be expensive. So yes, but for in Klang Valley, not really. The ones that really matters is maybe if your business is more on demand. So because on demand do a lot of calculation based on the distance that you travel. So having multiple warehouses would be great. But also then the final question or the final problem you have is because you have so many warehouses, right? How are you going to split your stocks? Or you're going to buy more stocks to split among all the warehouses, right? So this is also a cost balancing question. Do you want to have more stocks just to make sure that your customers receive it in 30 minutes, or if your customers can accept it next day, so you can have all centralized in one area? So there's no right or wrong answer to that. It's more on your business nature. Which one is your opportunity cost or your business cost? Right?
Okay, thank you, Tommy. I hope Tommy explanation answer a little bit of Mr. Lang Sui or curiosity. Okay, next one. Anyone here do help delivery furniture like sofa set? I think yes, the lorry. You can try the lorry.com. They have these services. So I think this one more on demand delivery because you are delivering products. Does MatDespatch have any of these services to send delivery furniture like or big box items?
We do, but it's not our core. Most of our fleet is motorbike. So basically, all this bigger four-wheeler fleet is for B2B. For B2C, mostly is motorbike.
Okay, so this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I just also answer on this? Right. So
Yeah, sure.
I think delivering furniture. For us, right, we have clients that deliver certain parts of furniture, like chairs and all, right, or gaming chairs, right. So that's what we do for some of the clients. I think the biggest question is actually the packaging of the furniture, right? So if proper packaging or the way that the furniture is packed. I think a lot of last mile should be able to help out with the proper packaging. I mean, if let's say you want to deliver a sofa but without the in the proper packaging, it's a little bit hard for the poor guy to deliver the sofa. So like a lot of companies that we see nowadays are actually evolving the way that they pack the item. The final form is very different from the packing form to actually help the last mile to be able to have easier job to deliver. So maybe it's something that you can explore, making your items a little bit more transportable friendly, right? Then I believe it's something that it can happen.
I think most of the problem when sending a furniture and a sofa, most of them coming from the C2C platform, like for example like Mudah, Carousel, because you are selling your own product, your stuff, and you can send it. So there's no like a partners for them to help you send it. So you have to source yourself, like look around the streets, or is there a lorry sewa you can find. So there's no like a specific logistic partner for this type of platform for you to send your big bulk items. Yep. Okay, so anyone do here help deliver furniture? Like so far that yes, you can use the lorry, but none of them are here sending it for you. Okay, I think we answer most of the question. Before we end this session, anything to promote from your side, like I mean your services. Tommy, do you have anything to promote to share with the public?
Yeah, sure. We do have some initiatives or programs that we are sharing with SMEs that are looking to go online. So if you are looking to go online, we do have certain packages like free storage or #1 processing fee. So that is trying to get to try how to sell online, right? So we also have, for example, if you deal in highly essential goods like face mask, hand sanitizer, all these kind of things, we also do a discount on the processing and all, so that because we know that these are items that also have a controlled pricing, and we want to make sure that that the people in Malaysia are able to get the goods processed and delivered to them as well. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tommy. What about Fariz? Before you share about your service, I think they have one more questions. How you all can help the outskirt SME, because I believe your logistics don't have any branch over there. If there, how many days it takes for delivery? Can you just quickly attend this question?
Right. For outskirt SME, so for Ninja Van, right, how we operate, we have actually 96 branches all over Malaysia. So that would make it about 89 branches in Peninsular Malaysia. So if you are within the 30-kilometer radius from each of our hub, we can actually help do pickup for you guys. So maybe it's not visible because our branch, not all of our branches are equipped with the big signboard, right? But what you can do is you can actually reach out to our customer service and see where's the nearest branch.
Okay, so Deborah, they have, because it's just that it's not, sometimes in the outskirts area, they are not visible, they don't put their signboard and all, but they are exist in the outskirts area. Okay, so Fariz, anything to say to the public about Ninja Van and all? Do you have anything to share?
Yeah. So for Ninja Van, we have multiple types of services for customers, right? We cater for various sizes of SME. So if you're just starting up, if you are already maturing company, or you are already a mature company, we have different packages. So we have the postpaid account, we have the prepaid account, and we have just recently launched Ninja Packs, where if you are sending 1 or 2 items, you can actually purchase our Ninja Packs. It's a prepaid packs. You can put as much as you can into the envelope, and you can actually just deliver. So reach out to us. You can check our website, our Instagram, as well as Facebook to find out more. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Fariz. And then Herrey, anything from you to promote your services? I saw like you have now Kedai and MatDespatch where you send groceries and all this. Maybe you can shout out about that as well.
Yes. During the MCO, we started this Kedai MatDespatch. Now we are offering this grocery delivery at Southern Klang Valley. Later we go to the Central. Probably next week go to Central. And also the rest of the service, MatDespatch, Delyva for small businesses. You can go to Delyva just to use the courier services. We have a few courier under us, Poslaju, Paramax, CJ Century. You can choose whichever courier that available at your place. And also for on-demand delivery service, you can choose MatDespatch for same-day delivery, right, within Klang Valley, JB, and also Penang. Then people like MatDespatch, which I already mentioned before, right?
Okay, so from all the insights and points shared by our panelists, I hope for those who are watching this live streaming session, you can help to spread and share the knowledge to those business owners who might find this information useful. And before we end this live session, I would like to thank our panelists for spending their precious time this morning to share a very good tips and information on how logistics can help small businesses during MCO. So with that, wish everyone all the best and stay safe. Okay, thank you,
All right.
Tommy,
Thank you.
Fariz,
Thank
and also
you.
Herrey for
See
spending
you,
your time.
Tommy, Fariz.
Okay.
All right,
Bye-bye.
see you, Herrey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So for those who are still watching this live streaming, I'm going to share with you upcoming CTEC live streaming program that you can watch and join. So tomorrow we'll be having one live session at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Can you open the slides? Itu. Yep. Buka biasa je. Okay, tomorrow we will have this Battling COVID-19, a startup survival guide. Oops, sorry. Yes, we have, boleh pause screen dia. Macam ni. Okay, mana pula? Like what? Okay, so we will have this tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. A Battling COVID-19, a startup survival guide. So you can join this. We have three speakers: Tony Chua, founder of Artis; Mr. Muhammad Iskandar, head of special projects Droppy, sorry; Kok Kwan Eng, founder of MatDespatch. Okay, and then next week we have 21st April 2020 on Tuesday we have a EC 201 Chinese. We will be continuing back our e-commerce class that have been postponed for quite some time. So next week on April 21st April we have a EC 201 CN, the Chinese language e-commerce class. We have two speakers, Sam Kon and also David Lin. They will share the topic of content management and strategy. And then the next day on 22nd of April 2020, we have a viral content technique. It's a BM Bahasa Malaysia class. So I'll be having two speakers also to talk about how to create a viral content technique, how to, during this MCO period and also for your business. And then the week after that, we will have a customer relationship management topic. So 28 April on Tuesday as well. So all these classes will be on our CTEC Facebook Live, and then we have Google Analytics and online traffic. I'm inviting Google Malaysia to speak on this topic, Google Analytics and online traffic. So, this is a live session on CTEC Facebook page. So if you look at the schedule on the screen, so in April, we will have 4 classes, virtual classes that will be live on CTEC Facebook. And then the rest after that, module number 3, digital marketing, will be in May and June. Okay. So other than that, yep, nothing much. So yeah, thank you guys for staying with me today and for watching CTEC live session today. I hope that you find something useful during the session today, and don't forget to like CTEC Facebook page to find out more about our upcoming program, and see you guys in the future. Assalamualaikum and thank you. Bye-bye.